With just days to go before the U.S. slaps a 25% tariff on imported vehicles, Windsorites are preparing for the fallout. We have extensive coverage for you on the impact, political response, and the mental stress it is causing Canadians. Now, Windsor Assembly Plant builds vehicles for Stellantis, shipping them across the border. And any change in trade rules is expected to have major ripple effects here at home. Now, many in the city's auto sector are speaking out about this on how they are bracing for what's ahead. CTV's Sanjay Maru has been talking to them. Sanjay, what are we hearing?
Yes, Stephanie, we know Windsor's auto sector is no stranger to uncertainty, but what's happening now feels different. Workers on the line, auto dealers, and political leaders alike all watching the clock as tariffs for now are scheduled to take effect on April 2nd. And while the headlines focus on Ottawa and Washington, auto workers here in Windsor say the real pressure is being felt inside the manufacturing facilities. Inside the Stellantis Windsor Assembly Plant, where Pacificas and Grand Caravans are built and shipped around the world, workers say one question is top of mind.
When the layoffs will happen, because again, it doesn't take long. Things were running really smooth before the tariffs, and everything's out of whack.
This after U.S. President Donald Trump set a date of April 2nd to impose 25% tariffs on imported finished vehicles. As the trade war ramps up, many across the country are trying to soften the blow by buying vehicles made in Canada.
The other day we had a couple come in and they were looking for vehicles. They saw our flags and the gentleman said to his wife, let's go see what's going on over there. So we're buying a car here because it's made in Canada.
But while vehicles such as the Honda Civic, Chrysler Pacifica, and Toyota RAV4 are all assembled in Canada, finding a car made entirely of Canadian parts is not possible.
If you say these parts are going to cost 25% more, and the importer of record is the automaker in the U.S., and they don't pay that surtax, and they try to push it on to the suppliers, nobody will ship the part.
The White House says vehicles imported under the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement would face tariffs based on the value of non-American content. But there's confusion over how that value will actually be calculated, especially when parts cross borders multiple times.
Now Ford's got to call every parts facility. I have over 1,000 parts in my engine. They're going to have to call them up and say, hey, are you going to be able to survive? Because we need your part.
Inside the Windsor Assembly Plant, employees are already adjusting as the tariff deadline looms.
In fact, workers know if there's a possible upcoming layoff, they're not spending any money. So nobody's buying anything. Nobody's buying big ticket items.
Back at this dealership in Windsor, management say tariffs will almost certainly drive up car prices for consumers. Still, they're remaining hopeful.
I just said to our team, just drive ahead. We got to do what we have to do. No different than COVID. We got through COVID, we'll get through this as well because we're strong and we're going to be resilient here.
And that auto worker I spoke to outside the Windsor Assembly Plant says one of his worries here is that the surrounding community may not understand just how seismic the implementation of 25% tariffs could be. He's worked in that plant for decades, been there during the 2008 economic downturn, and tells me he would not be surprised if this tariff war leads to the plant being shut down altogether.
A
Stephanie.
frightening possibility of
Yeah.
Sanjay Maru tonight. Thank you so much.